What's up, YouTube? This is John from emergencyshutdown.net, and I'm here joined with.
Andres. What's up, guys?
We're doing a new segment here called Chaos Theory, where we kind of go into maybe some unconventional decks, maybe some decks that we didn't think would work and just ended up working. And so the first episode, I thought I would show the Corp deck that I brought to the Store Championship in DeLand, Florida. Let's first start off with a side note. I don't play yellow.
Nope. He's a red man through and through. So, if you guys are looking at this, you'll see that the numbers are a little off, and it's more of like a Jinteki shell game ported to NBN, which apparently works because he has a plaque. So, but I'll let you take it off explaining what's going on here.
All right. Well, as Andre said, I typically do Nisei shell game, which also probably shouldn't work, but occasionally does. And the ideas came from Timmy Wong style decks. In fact, at the tournament, I definitely was channeling my team sleeves with my jacket over long sleeve shirt. And let's go Team Sleeves 2016. But so the idea of the deck is very much it's a kill deck. It can score out because we all know Astro Script is one of the most powerful agendas in the game.
Choo choo.
But one of the things you will notice is this deck is missing a lot of something, and that would be ice.
It's very hot up in here.
Where you have a bunch of slots needed for all these cool ideas, something's got to go. And for me, it was ice. Typically, I don't play a lot of ice anyway, and since I'm spamming out so many remotes, the idea was I just need just enough ice to guard my centrals, and try to warrant off the account siphons or slow down the medium digs. But
something important is that the ice that you do have are basically all-stars for the slot and the color. Like, Wraparound is great just because it's a nice, cheap end the run. Gives Faust headaches until they David, but we'll whine about that later. Archangel, we should all know by now, is absolutely phenomenal. And, like, the tempo swings you could get from this card are nuts.
Also,
go ahead.
It's really fun, this happened, when your opponent is medium digging, and they hit an Archangel, and you bounce their, 4 or 5 counter medium back to their hand.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Or even popping off, in my tournament, I popped daily casts with all the money on it.
Huh.
Yeah. It's a brutal card. Pop-up window gets you money. Data Raven, I guess it could kind of give stuff away, just because of the whole tagging thing. But when you're playing against NBN nowadays, you gotta expect everything all the time. And then Turnpike, you just mentioned it's actually really good on Lamprey, putting on HQ with the I'm gonna drain the corp, and now they drain themselves. So although it's not a lot of ice, the ice that's there is relatively effective.
And the reason we made so many slots is because the deck pretty much does most other
things. Yeah, all the cool things. When I was going over it, I was like, man, when I build decks, I can't fit all this stuff in, and then I'm realizing it's because we're running 7 ice, but only running 7 ice lets you do some really cool things. It basically lets you have the kill package that you mentioned, a tutor package, which is the namesake of the deck, Killy Lilly.
Patent pending.
Yeah, some money and even Shattered Remains, which you could do a really cool play. We'll get into that later. But I mean, really quickly, the agenda suite speaks for itself. It's basically a 24/7 news cycle agenda suite, from my understanding. You got your Astro Script mentioned. Getting that counter is extremely powerful. Not as powerful though, because again, we'll whine about red decks later. But Turntable is a beating. It no longer can. I really like this deck that you have built just because you have secondary plans to win the game.
Oh yeah, nothing sucks more than getting Astros stolen from you with counters on them.
It's crazy. And when they feed you the 15 minutes, that's when you know you lost. 3 breaking news because you need to trigger your 24/7 news cycle. 3 Splodapaloozas just because.
As you'll notice in the deck. There's like hardly any money.
So, we turned hedge fund into Explodapalooza, which I'm okay with that trade of the runner going from 0 points to 2 points if I can get $5. Granted, in my style of deck, my $5 usually turns into Biotic getting my first Astro. Here, we're doing
it turns into mid-season.
Yeah. Of course, yes. Mid-season money is very important. Yeah, that's... Ooh. Yeah, and it's even the agenda that triggers it. Yeah, exploding. The only thing I don't agree with is the flavor, because mid-season replaces TV shows, and Explodapalooza is clearly a film, but that's besides the point. 2 Beals to fill it out, and a too good to be true. Now, what's up with that? Why are we running? Was it good?
I like it in retrospect that there's so many times that when someone has you in a medium lock, and they're just like, I'm gonna spend all my turns digging.
Mm-hmm.
Even if like it's like click 3, and they dig, and they hit 1. Now it's like, well, now I have to either keep the tag, keep going, and potentially dig for win.
Yeah.
Or I have to spend 2, stop what I'm doing, to clear the tag. It's another, I can throw this card down in a remote to draw a card, and if they run on it, and they get the tag, now, again, that same question's on them. They have to upset their tempo to clear that tag, because it's pretty obvious, like, by, like, turn 2, turn 3, they realize, okay, he's going on kill.
Fair, yeah, from maybe low amount of ice and the types they're playing. Because usually in this slot, you'll see 15 minutes. 15 minutes obviously protects itself very well, having that click ability, allowing you to shuffle it back. And also just having, like, an easy way to score out turn on your 24/7 news cycle, just because now you have 4 2-1s. So again, that's something that you would probably have to look at in the future. I haven't personally played with Too Good to Be True since 15 minutes has come out. But again, the things you just mentioned are important. So I guess now we could dive into the assets. 3 J-How has to happen.
Yep.
And especially now that we got those pretty alt arts from the tournament season. We're going to pause on Lilly Lockwell just because she's, I guess, more unique to this deck. 3 news team, obviously super annoying on those digs. When you hit R&D, or just even in your deck, just placing down naked remotes.
Yeah, it just reads place this card to draw a card and potentially give someone 2 tags or a -1 point.
Yeah, and probably the most important part of it that I found in yellow decks is just wasting that click.
Oh yeah.
And you and I are a big fan of the Beal or No Beal game, which I don't know if y'all are aware. So you place down a bunch of remotes. One of them's a Beal, the other ones are a bunch of news teams. And the runner, once you score that first Beal that's on the table for 2 turns, now they're not going to, they get upset, or for any other reason, they don't want to let you have it. And now they're definitely hitting those news teams, and that just makes their life even worse for them. 3-pad, basically some of the only economy in this deck, and just, the numbers on it are good. Everyone knows pad campaign. So now we'll get, I'm going to turn it over to you, because you need to explain to me the 2 Lilly Lockwell and the 1 Shattered Remains.
Okay, so originally in this deck, the 1 Shattered Remains actually was a Sand City Grid. A card that probably makes sense.
Yeah.
Again, with Most Wanted list, I had to make some cuts. And when it came down to getting in a second traffic accident, I cut my Sand City Grid. This opened another slot. And I was trying to think, well, I need to do something a little different. I need some way to deal with Plascrete.
Fair.
And I like having at least one advanceable trap in every deck I build, because as everyone in my meta knows, I like traps. I like mind games. I think that's the point of Netrunner. So this is my kind of, again, porting my red notions into yellow. I do a single Shattered Remains. Actually, in one of the matchups I had at the tournament, we came down to, I had 5 points, and I had a face-down Explodapalooza on table, and my opponent sitting across from me had a Plascrete. I had Kill in hand if the Plascrete wasn't on table. So what I did was, for my turn, made a new server to draw a card, and then advance Shatter Remains, advance Explodapalooza. Because I'm on 5 points, my opponent has to respect what's sitting on the table.
Also, your opponent's not going to expect an advanceable trap in a non-advanceable trap deck. So, I guess I can only imagine what proceeds to happen. That they run, it doesn't even matter which one they run first. You get $5, and on top of that, they hit the Shattered Remains. And if they weren't frowning or upset already, now they definitely are on the verge of tears.
Well, the worst part is them stealing the Explodapalooza, because it only put them at like 2 points.
Okay, ooh, yeah, definitely tears. Just crying. Their dinosaurs just broke. Well, in this case, the Plascrete that was keeping them alive. So yeah, then you, Now, this is the question I have for you. Was Lilly Lockwell involved in the next turn to fetch a kill piece, or was that a different game?
No, Lilly was really good in instances where, like, I was missing a piece, and I would just, like, end of their turn, pay 2 to draw 3.
Yes.
Or the biggest instance where Lilly did work is, like, during playtesting, she'd been doing a lot, especially after in mid-seasons, where people are like, well, I'm just going to go tag me. She punishes players who want to go the tag me approach, because then you're just, like, eating up tags that they're not clearing to, well, now you know I have kill in hand. Now you have to respect it. But the main thing was the final match at top table. I chose to play NEH versus our friend Patrick, and
was he on Noise or Wizard?
He was on Noise.
Okay.
And I was also playing Noise at this event, and I knew that if I had chose to play Noise against him, I probably would have lost, because I'm not that strong of a Noise player.
I just have HB, right?
He was playing HB.
Yeah, you can those decks can get away from you.
Yeah, so I knew I could play Nearth Hub versus him, because he really doesn't like playing mind games versus me.
No.
So it came down to he had some, or no, I'd hit him mid-seasons. All right, now I remember. I hit him mid-seasons and immediately flipped my Lilly to draw cards. Didn't get the kill in hand. So I proceeded to eat some of the tags to get the kill directly in hand. And because he was flat broke, he couldn't clear the, like, I literally mid-seasons enough where, like, I had 3 credits left in my pool.
Mm-hmm.
And he just couldn't clear the tags that were put on him. So that next turn, it was like, all right, you need to either be, like, drawing for those I've had worse, or be, you know, hammering R&D, because he had a medium out, be hammering for game. And luckily enough, like, so it's like my turn, I have 3 credits, here we go, C-Source, or that, not C-Source, Traffic Accident, missed the 2, and Scorched Earth, and we were done.
Yeah, no, because again, I've seen the card, I love the card, just being able to draw up to 4 cards in one turn, including NEH's ability, like, drawing cards is amazing. Not necessarily for Corp, from what I found early game, but that's not so true anymore. So, yeah, obviously, Lilly lets you do some, like, crazy things, like you mentioned, breaking R&D locks, just keeping the card flow going, because that way you can find basically all the pieces that you need.
Also, a very fun interaction, folks, is, and I've done this, is you can have 2 Lilies on table. That's why there are 2 in the deck. You can pay 2, res a Lilly to draw 3. Normally you'll get one of your 2 pieces. Proceed to use 1 click to eat a tag and go put the other piece you need for the kill on top of your deck. Flip the other Lilly to get that other piece into your hand and proceed to do the kill.
Oh, wow.
Because the Lilly you res replaces the Lilly that's on table.
Yeah. Nice. So, if you didn't know that, kids at home, you could go ahead and try that. That would involve fitting 2 Lilly Lockwells into your deck, which probably means having to cut some ice, but it's proven to be effective. So quickly through the upgrades, I think these are kind of self-explanatory. Cyberdeck's very sweet. I'd argue mandatory, at least one in every deck in the current meta. Just because, at least in our meta, you see a lot of, our competitive meta anyway, you see a lot of Anarch. Product placement is a neat little annoying card. Gets you some money, because there isn't that much money in the deck by itself, but it's very neat that it's a lot of passive economy. The runner basically makes you money by going after your stuff.
Yep.
Also can draw you a card if you make a new server. It's an upgrade, so you could put it in play in like on an R&D sometimes. Or
I don't think I've ever done that.
So, but I'm just saying it's an option that's available.
Oh,
yeah. Usually
triggers off medium dicks.
Yeah, usually the times that it scores from R&D is because they just hit it. And a lot of times, you gaining 2 is in a mid-seasons deck is enough for them to not want to spend 2.
Yep.
And then life just gets miserable.
That's a 4-credit swing
for
them trashing it.
So the operations, I like the closed accounts. Just kind of throwing your tag punishment everywhere. Especially, I guess, going closed accounts into mid-seasons is absolutely filthy. Right? Is that the dream? Them stealing like a too good to be true on like 4th click?
Well, I can't tell you how many times it's been like, I've mid-seasoned someone, and I've left the, like, depending where their money was, like, the trace value at, like, well, they could either dump all their money to have 1 tag, but they would be at, like, 0 credits.
Yeah.
Or they take all the tags, and then you just follow it up with, like,
oh, yeah, you can do it in that order, too. Yeah, that seems very strong.
And it's like, this is punishing you for not fighting the mid-season.
Yeah, no, this deck's really cool in that it can cover all its bases like that. So, yeah, you have mid-seasons. I don't think we have to go on about that. That's been in the game for a long time. Very powerful, especially now with basically an agenda that you want to get stolen with Explodapalooza. Because, I mean, it's very similar to NAPD, where NAPD, it's like, oh, they stole it, now they have less money to fight the trace. Here, you have more money to make your trace bigger if you need to.
Also, I feel with the large influx of noise and wizard and just other orange running rampant everywhere, I feel mid-seasons is now in the time to come back because you're going to see less Film Critic.
Oh, yeah, Film Critic. Yes, Film Critic says that your show was garbage, and even the show that you used to replace your show is even more garbage, so you can't trigger the mid-seasons. Fair. Psychographics is another cool card that I enjoy to see. You usually see it in these like taggy decks, which, you know, if they got their Plascretes out and they take the mid-seasons, now you can just make Beals. Make big Beals or just score Astros.
5-point Beals.
Super sweet, yeah. Beal or no Beal. Then you got your kill package, which is your 3 Scorch, 2 Traffic. You've already mentioned before that you probably want to switch the numbers just because of the whole iPad Wars problem. Because although you said mid-season's probably like better against these orange decks, the orange decks have essentially built-in damage prevention.
Yeah.
So using the traffic accident to do that. And then you have 24/7 News Cycle, which I find to be a very frustrating card to play against, just because there's some games that become not games.
Because you have 2 agendas scored, and it's like, well, the combo's live.
Yeah, at least in your deck, I feel like I can steal all the agendas, but I dislike it so much out of Harpsichord. But again, I'll save the whining about Anarch and Harpsichord for later. And then 2 Sweeps Week, which usually the numbers that you see, it's like, man, how does Johnny fit all these cool stuff into his deck? It's because he cut his hedge funds and he went 10 of 2 sweeps, which, I mean, it worked for at least this tournament. You were 5-1 with this deck, right?
Yeah, 5 wins, 1 loss. That's counting top 4. Way stronger than my noise standing, where I think I only won like 3 games with 2 losses.
Yeah.
The only time I was swept was the guy who was like 4-0 going against me, and then proceeded to go into top 4 at 7-1.
Yeah. What was he playing?
He was playing HB. With really cool like Will-O-the-Wisp in it.
Oh wow!
And He was also playing Wizard.
Okay. That Gainesville meta, man. Alright, so that's Killy Lilly. That's the deck. I would say I like it. I'd have to see it. I definitely don't want to play against it.
Well, let's since you've never sat across from it, now you can see behind the veil. We'll even try it under this competitive tab here. Again, folks, I'm a little new to gentechie.net, so please forgive me. But let's see how this goes.
Definitely. Let's get a game.
Let's get a game going. As you can see, this is my only deck I have.
Fair.
And I should probably prep this question. Recording, do you mind?
Yep.
People, this is usually good etiquette if you're recording for YouTube.
Yes. Hey, and then we got Tefluffkins joining us for a game. Let's see if he minds being recorded or not. There we go.
Alright.
So what kind of opening hands are you looking for in this deck? That doesn't seem like one I want.
No, that's not. It's a little too agenda heavy. Normally, like, I'm even cool with having 2 agendas in hand.
Fair.
Okay.
Okay. Well.
Well, here we go.
That happens to all decks.
Yep.
Let's try and draw through it. So, what is the opening play here?
So, the opening play is because I drew this wonderful card called News Team. Is we played out there, and cool. So we got that.
Well, yeah, breaking news. Explodapalooza has a lot of product placement in it.
You know what? Let's just,
Yeah, I was going to say that. Now
let's
that
just slam this out.
That kind of... Sometimes that gives it away that HQ is just full of junk.
But it's not really. Like...
But not really.
The thing is, I can make 7 credits off him running HQ.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's not the worst. Okay, so.
Which one is this? Okay, that's the News Team. So no action.
So he'll access, and then he's taking a -1, so that's good.
Yep. Yeah, I'm cool with this.
So essentially, it seems like we're trading.
He's gone up 1 agenda point for me to gain 5 credits.
Yeah, and more importantly, the turn.
Yeah.
1 turn of not finding setup, because most Anarch dice these days are gonna do the wild side engine.
Yep.
And the more you can delay that, the better chances you have from scoring out from under them and just finishing the game before they can even get going. So yeah, I agree that. Well, yeah, of course, and we just need to get 1 scored, especially for 24/7. So
I just spent my turn to do that real quickly, and notice, like, I just threw out 3 agendas, and now I'm sitting at 10 credits.
Yeah, again, Explodapalooza is very, very strong.
Well, that's after advancing, because you also got to think he hit my product placement.
Yeah. Again, the passive economy, so you don't have the hedge funds.
He trashes my Shattered Remains.
You just get money.
He's going to run the top here. What else is he going to hit? Now it doesn't tell me, so that means it's something I can actually play. So let's see what it is. Sweet. Alright, so I think what we actually do in this situation is we're just going to draw another card. And now the kill is live.
Okay. Fair. See, in this situation, if I were the runner, I would start hitting HQ as opposed to R&D, just to see kind of like what's going on. I understand that as soon as like R&D is open, you want to hit it. But the way that we're playing right now, the way that we're just like spamming a bunch of things, that's not. Even though that's some decks' game plan, they usually have like an ice on R&D. But I don't know. But
well, and see, like, optimally right here, I'd want to wait for him to draw up to 5 cards to use this, but, you know, 1 credit for 4, I'll take it when I can get it, especially because I'm going to throw this in front of my... Well, before I do that,
Draw a card with pad. Yeah.
now we're going to do this, yeah.
Wait, what'd you install? Oh yeah, there you go. What's the other remote? Oh, 2-pad. Got it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely...
We'll do that instead. We'll see what he's going to do.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do the last turn, but again, since I haven't played this deck, I forgot the importance of just having just any 2 agenda... Well,
Yeah.
breaking news and any other agenda scored for 24/7.
Yep. Because now I'm just digging for pieces.
Yep. And that's fair. See, yeah, I guess you have to run the remotes, but after I hit one news team, I definitely like slow down a little bit.
Yeah, and like right now he's not developing his board state at all.
No, he's done nothing.
And again, the deck is so heavy tempo of me making you do things. So he trashed a Lilly. I'm not too fond about that. Not
No.
because it's, you know, deck breaking. It's just because I really like that card and I like playing it.
Fair.
So we're going to make a new server.
Yep.
Hey, look, another pad. So...
Did we just forget to res the pads, or did we do that?
I honestly forgot. I'm not going to...
Okay.
And then,
That's fair.
let's, we know what's in our hand, so let's throw this pop-up on...
Yeah. I agree with that.
Because worst
Okay,
case
fair.
scenario, they get the Explodapalooza in our hand, and it's like, that's cool, give us more money.
That's fine, and that only puts them to 3 points anyway.
And again, I'm gonna get 2 credits off this.
Yeah, I would just stop running the remotes. But I mean,
That's
I guess
cool.
you have to.
He's gonna check, because he's thinking I'm trying to sneak stuff out, and I understand that. He doesn't, like, if I score an Astro, like, this game's gone for him.
Oh, 100%. Because he spent all of his turns essentially.
So we're just gonna chink.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Probably draw one, or do well. You could
let's draw
an
one.
Explodable.
Let's just. Oh, here we go.
Now you do that.
Boom, and new
Nice
remote.
Oh wow.
Aren't you
I'm
glad
saying-
you didn't sit across from this?
See, the unfortunate part is like the Museum of History, right? So you build your deck, you dilute it, so you have less kill pieces. But now you're shuffling these product placements back in.
He's checking the HQ.
All right, so now
He sees the traffic accident. I think he
Alright.
pretty much knew what was going on.
yes, yeah, but now he's in a or he or she is in a
true
position, yeah, where it's just like, oh crap, I gotta find. Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
So this is where things get cute. So he didn't run. I'm assuming because he's frustrated about it. So we're gonna try to slip this past.
Fair.
Huh.
I wouldn't put that one on the table though. I don't think.
Let's do a regular draw. Okay. Well.
You didn't run the new servers?
He didn't.
I wouldn't put it on the table though.
I'm just gonna gain a credit.
yeah.
And what I'm gonna
toss
do is I'm gonna toss
some-
the Psycho.
Oh yeah, fair. Yeah, I'm thinking no man. Then you throw out Astro, but we have these wonderful meat damage cards in our hand.
Because at the start of my next turn, I'll be at 17 credits if he doesn't trash pads. If he does trash pads, I have even bigger credit difference.
Yeah. Okay.
He's
That's
gonna. Okay, so he's doing this.
reasonable.
That stinks for you, bud. You're gonna take a brain.
Wait, he saw the traffic. Okay. Well, I guess he's thinking I gotta win now or never, but it looks like it's gonna be a never.
Well, I'm gonna trigger this to gain my credit.
Yes.
No action.
Oh, very cool.
So he's got 2 clicks left. He's just gonna be digging.
Yeah.
I think I actually missed a pop-up window trigger there. It's not the worst. Oh, and he got it.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Well.
Yep.
Ew.
Sometimes it happens.
Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, that's unfortunate. Just because we had so many in our hand already, you'd think.
Yeah. Here, since it's so quick, let's try to jump in another one.
Okay.
Whoop. He wants me to show the remotes and...
Fair.
Flip. I guess I won't show it. Regardless, we'll peace out, and let's jump in another quick one.
I guess double medium.
Yeah, it does it. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna happen because he's seeing he goes from seeing 1 card to 3 cards to 5 cards.
Yeah. And he had the liberty of doing that because it was a pop-up window. But again, I mean, that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, it happens. And we knew, like, if he hadn't won on that last click, he was dead in hand.
Yeah, because you can mid-seasons, because you would have, like, 7, what were you at, like, 16, 17 credits?
I would have been at 21 credits.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, yeah, because the 3-pad.
And then, the pop-ups.
Yeah, and he was at essentially nothing after the self-modifying.
Yeah. So
happens.
Let's just switch over to the casual server. Maybe we'll find a game faster.
Oh, possibly.
Yeah, like it's just because they pop up more frequently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't play on Jinteki too much. I should.
I play on Octagon. I'll be honest. I started playing on this as of like yesterday.
Okay.
But it's nice. It's cool that it's internet based, so you can just like log on anywhere.
It's huge.
I
just need to get more games in.
Supposedly you can do it on your phone, or a tablet. I'm not sure.
Tablet would be comfy.
Let's just make a new game. Sometimes that helps.
Yeah, put it at the top of the.
Yep. Yeah.
There you go. Select your deck, sir. Oh well, yes.
Do you have any issues with the recording? Again, that proper etiquette. I've yet to have someone say no, but knock on wood.
Anyway, yes. So sophisticated. No, it's still 2013.
Oh man! And our friend is back.
It's a Fluffkins. Just give out the entire strategy. And it's our friend Wizard.
It's our friend Wizard. I will keep this hand.
That hand looks better than our last one, for sure.
Yeah, we'll keep it. We'll try it.
Isn't it nuts that nowadays it's like, you want Explodapalooza in your opening hand? And just, like, feed it to them? Well,
yeah.
In this deck, I guess the timing is even better with the mid-seasons, but...
Mm-hmm.
Man, that card, so good.
So... I'm actually going to throw Jackson out here. He's probably going to run it.
I'd do that.
But what I really want to do is block off HQ. Well, again, it's Wizard. Let's block off R&D. Let's stop early medium. And then let's,
just credit, I suppose.
Now, see, here's a very interesting thing, because Wizard's going to trash for free. So he's probably going to run that server, and he's going to see the Jackson, and he's going to trash it. And I'm cool with that, because and people may disagree with me, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to Jackson here. There we go. And I'm going to pitch this Beal and the Psychographics.
Okay.
because he would essentially get a free trash anyway.
Yeah. So you might as well get something out of it. Okay. Oh.
Oh, I know what this deck is. Alright, well, I'm really glad I used the Jackson this turn. Alright, so this is cool. This is that two-headed, whatever it's called, two-headed feast.
Two-armed Ice Feast.
There
so
you
the
go.
the history of that is because the original deck was an Edward Kim deck.
Yeah.
And as you notice, it's one-handed, but whatever, one-armed. And then it became two-armed Ice Feast.
All
by
right.
the big boy. He's I played some of his like Parasite Gabe deck when like Drug Dealer just came out, and that was like a lot of fun. Just super aggressive Drug Dealer Gabe, like always hit HQ, Parasite your ice down, and just like break through it. Back when Faust was like new and shiny, and wasn't old and annoying. Very cool.
Alright, so we're gonna spam out a little bit. We want Wizard to do his wizardy things.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate because one of the ways I found you win
Oh
against
man,
Wizard. There it is.
No.
One of the ways I found that you win against Wizard is you tax their clicks so they can't find the wild side, or especially when they have wild side up and they don't have chronotype out, then you super tax their clicks.
See, this is my favorite trade. 1 agenda point for 5 credits.
Yeah.
And then we get to do this little number.
Oh, that's amazing. We got to keep doing that. But yeah, so the fact that he had chronotype adjusted turn 1 is not great. Granted, he spent a bunch of credits to do so, which we are also fine with. I find that this matchup is all about tempo. If you can just get under him and just do your combo, or just score out or whatever it may be, you just have to do it because that end game medium dig, especially in your deck, since your ice is so porous, it's just going to be very hard. Essentially, there is no late game for you. You have to win as fast as possible. And granted, you do have the pieces to do so. Not necessarily right now, but I'm just saying in the deck. Deck itself.
And again, like, this way, if he runs the face down first, he has to burn the wizard credits, if he is, to kill the pad.
Yeah.
Yeah, see.
Which is it's what he has to do. Unfortunately, like.
Or he runs and kills the Jackson for free. Because honestly, am I gonna, pitch a Jackson for 1 card?
No, but I'm just saying, like he doesn't. He hasn't. Has he got? I wasn't paying attention. I was talking too much about other decks. But has he gotten any accesses? Like, has he seen our up? Like.
Nope. He hasn't seen any cards in my hand.
So yeah, he's just like, this is Sansan. Well, yeah, I wouldn't even run it anyway.
Yep, and he kills it.
Get a credit first. Yeah, this is great for us. Because as someone who like recently transitioned to Wizard, you have this feeling that I'm using Faust, so I don't need credits to break things. But that's not true. You still need credits to like augment your trash ability, and you still need credits to be able to install all the things you need to install. And especially if you get below 6, if you get below 5, Liberate and Sure Gamble can just keep you floating on such high credit amounts that going down to credits like this is just not the position you want to be in.
And like, if you guys notice, he made a run and realized he didn't have enough to trash the Jackson. Or I guess he thought I would auto pop it out of memory, but I noticed he only had 2 credits, so it's like...
Yeah, just keep it there. So, again, that's just probably excitement on the runner's part of just getting out the combo too early and not keeping good track of his credit pool. Yeah, this is a tougher situation.
So, I think what I do is I'm gonna,
I was gonna suggest
Jackson. There we go.
That's what you needed.
All right. So what we do here is we're actually just gonna click for a credit. Nope, don't want that one.
Yeah.
That goes back. That goes back, and.
Well, yeah, one of the 24/7s, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. And we leave it on this.
Because if it's the 2-armed Ice Feast deck exactly, which it probably is because it's getting a lot of press recently, that deck doesn't run imps.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
the wizard decks I played against, like I'd see the occasional imp, and no sir.
Yeah, yeah. You'll see Imp and you'll see like the Corroder for the wraparound trick or
Now,
whatever. But
here comes a fun choice. I'm actually going to take the pad back, because it gives
oh,
me technically another draw card.
yeah, yeah.
And now he knows, by seeing that, what we're all about.
Oh yeah, that was the one unfortunate thing of like bidding the.
I'm cool with him going in there. Yep.
Yeah. Again, any clicks that they waste.
He purges his data sucker.
Is
And now the archives is turned off from data sucker farming.
Yeah, that's. It's such a powerful. Cyberdex is such a like, almost. I'd say broken. Like that's not a card that you'd print in the first cycles of the game, right? This is a card that it's like after you see how your game is played out, that you up the power of that effect. Because compare.
It's so needed right now.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. No, I'm saying that it's exactly on power level for what it is. But do you remember how much more powerful the product of the Virus Suite is compared to the trial version that we got back in the first cycle? It's the flavor and everything is
Oh man! All right, so all these pieces, we're gonna ditch a Scorch.
Yeah, which isn't more information because
he knows by now.
The runner has seen 24/7. We're not 24/7 for. I don't even know.
He's not going to run in anytime soon because the CVS is there. He's clicking for credits.
Also, that too. Well, yeah. Now he's getting to that magical 6 number. So he can install Liberator account.
Yep.
Alright, so it's our go.
Yep. And we get... Oh, man. So this is going to be a huge tempo hit for him.
Party.
New server, that. And,
Credit, so then you can get it next turn.
I'm really just kind of digging for another breaking news at this point.
I'm glad that you switched over to the yellow side because you notice how much easier asset spam is when your draw is incorporated into said asset spam. It's a wonderful thing.
It is a wonderful thing.
Someone much better at card games than me once said that one of the reasons to live, like number 2, is drawing cards.
And you ask and you shall receive.
There you go.
And we're going to trash this Shattered Remains, because now I have a draw card plus gain 2 credits in my hand.
Yes.
And reminding everybody, like, I have a wraparound and a pop-up window on my server.
But he has not run. That's another thing. It's just like with Wizard, you have to really choose.
All right.
Ooh, turntable. Is he dead?
So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do breaking news. We're breaking news. And we're gonna traffic accident.
Yep.
And then we're gonna scorch. And then he's dead.
And that's how this game goes.
Oh! Whoa! Oh wait.
What happened?
Nope, it flatlined. But it just triggered the I've had worse after he flatlined. I was like, how does he have cards in hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we have a flatline. GG to him.
Yeah, welcome to Netrunner. It's medium digs and flatlines.
Woo! But we've seen how this deck can fall on its face. We've seen how it can blow someone up rather quickly. We've discussed it a very large amount.
Ad nauseum, one could argue. That's Latin for way too much.
But hopefully we can keep bringing up some videos. Maybe bring some more janky stuff. Maybe some more serious stuff.
Again, apparently some janky serious stuff is this like Museum of History nonsense that I've wanted to do. Because since you and I are both a fan of asset spam, and you like the red and I like the yellow, that Gagarin deck, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
The one that one looks like a piece of art, a magnum opus, if you will, which I would like to tinker around with in the coming days. But
well,
yeah.
Well, maybe you guys will see in our next video.
Yep.
This is John and Andre signing out, and hope to see you guys soon.
Yep. Happy net running.